There's no girl on site. Like, that video you just saw now, that are men literally being on the platform where women used to be. Let's talk about it. Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So you guys have seen the viral video of men literally standing on clubs platform, and we've had this conversation. I did make a video of that. There was this time a rapper was talking about how he doesn't go to the club anymore because men are everywhere and standing on the platform. I personally, I feel like it's strange as a millennial that went clubbing at a prime. I feel like it's strange, and I can see why a lot of millennials will find this strange. But this has struck an entire conversation because some people are saying that, oh, men wants to be women so bad, that's why they're standing on platform. Why some people are saying that, why can't men do that? Why can't men just be themselves and don't care what women think about them? Why some people are just saying that women are angry because they ain't getting no privilege? I want to know what you think about this men on platform shaking their ass. What are your own take down in the comment section? Love to know your own take. But yeah, well, let's go check out people's reaction to this, and then I'll come back and share my thought because I feel like men doing this is just like weird. But yeah, let's go check people's thought, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Y'all, the white girls are having the same problem with their men. Epidemic. It has to be. When the f have you ever seen men want to be on the stage, shaking their ass, looking out to the crowd? I ain't never seen that. It was always the girls on stage, the girls in the center, the girls at the top. The men were just waiting to see who was gonna get messed up enough to want to dance with them, not rushing. Have y'all really become the bitches? And this is why club culture is dead. Because men have become the women. I thought it was just in the relationships of them wanting to be pampered and wanting to be the prize. No. It's even in the clubs when y'all ain't got nobody. I'd be damned if I look up and my man is on the goddamn stage. Free before 11 for women. Free ladies nights. That's what brought the men out in my time. If they saw ladies free at night, they were in that line to get in for $5, $10. There were no VIP section. Drinks were heavily done and cheap as fuck. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry y'all have to go through this through y'all epidemic, but as a millennial, we ain't had them problems.
I've been seeing so many videos just like this one with women posting what men have been acting like in the club. They're always crowding the DJ booth, standing on tables, dancing on couches, doing their best bad chick impression. That kind of man is probably the kind of man that's like, what makes you think that you get to be up here? These are the kind of men who I believe are jealous of the kind of treatment they see women receive. And they're like, no, 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 this shouldn't just be reserved for women. I want flowers too. I want you to take me out to dinner. I want you to put your hand on my thigh. And said they wanted a soft girl life, and here they are talking about they're in their soft guy era. They're always claiming to be the leader, but a lot of them don't have a single original or unique thought. All they want to do is do what women do. Next thing you know, they're going to be begging the nightclub owners to let them in free before 11. Nobody's coming to see you, Otis. It's jealousy. Always has been, always will be. They hate the fact that women aren't making it easier for them. But their looks alone can't get them whoever they want. They can't just buy a woman a drink and then be in her face all night long. She'd rather tell you no and buy her own drink and be free of you. They hate the fact that you're getting all this attention that they feel you don't deserve. This is them acting out. This is the loneliness epidemic really getting to them. They're angry with women. How dare you think that you deserve to be up here? How dare you think that you deserve more than a coffee date? How dare you think you deserve a provider? How dare you think you deserve anything? That's what they really want to say.
As a millennial, I can just simply not believe my eyes when I see these videos of men on platforms at clubs. In my club rat era, that was completely illegal. Just simply not allowed. I think would have gotten you kicked out of the club if you even tried. And I know people are going to come in my comments and be like, well, that's equality. Women and men are equal now. I think like 1,000 to 2,000 things need to happen in the benefit of women before men and women are equal. But that's a separate discussion for a separate day. But back to the platforms. Men don't need to be on platforms because in general, men are taller than women. Also, men are typically larger than women. So elevating women on a different space gives women the opportunity to be at that height as well. And every woman's gone to a club and gotten groped and like when things get really busy, men rub up on you, and then an elevated surface gives you an opportunity to have some air, to not get touched, and maybe to, shake some ass. And speaking of shaking ass, all those men on those platforms that I see in those videos are not doing anything. They're just bobbing around. I mean, if you're up there, you're going to have to serve. You're going to have to serve the nation. Not everyone can be a baddie, and platforms are for baddies.
Right. Well, that certainly is a bit different from the norm at those sort of establishments, but let's see if I can understand why some of those ladies are upset. So instead of the men being up on stage, having a good time with their friends and shaking it for the approval of the audience, they would rather it be the women up there shaking it for the approval of the audience? How very fair-minded of you.
Is actually crazy to me that people are actually seeing this as a problem, and the comment section is so goddamn toxic. Like, these men are just enjoying their own presence. They're just enjoying the music. They are literally not bothering anybody. I've gone to the clubs and there are men who will like objectify me or touch me, don't want to be touched. That's a problem. We should talk about those men. These men are just standing, or no, they're dancing. They're dancing and listening to music and just enjoying their own presence and being kind of silly and goofy. And I love to see that in men. I don't see the issue. If we're gonna sit here like and talk about clubbing and how club culture is ruined, I think it's crazy that there are designated areas for certain genders. Like, to even have this type of thinking of these type of people should be over here and these type of people should be over here in a club is so surface level, so performative, so silly. If you're going to the club and you're more worried about that instead of just dancing to the music and having fun, you're literally more worried about who's placed where, you're lame. Like, you're not fun. You're no fun. And the comment section, it seems like a lot of people are like that. Like, go to underground clubs. Mainstream clubs are not it for this reason.
It truly is a tragedy just how the narrative around club culture has dramatically changed to the point where, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing back, being reported back from the younger generation, is that the men want to be the women now. They want to be the one wined and dined in the VIP section. They want to be the ones showing off each other, I guess. And it's really, really tragic because you guys will never experience the club is full of ballers and their pockets full grown era. There was a time where men were proud to show off a pretty woman in VIP. If you had women in your VIP section, you was ballin'. Everybody wanted to be in your section. I don't know what this is now. Like, is it men peacocking for women, or is it men peacocking for other men now? Because this is tragedy. Shakespearean level tragedy.
Be there. Why would a man be there? No, it's actually pissing me off. Oh my god, it pisses me off. Why would a man be there? Why do you want to be there? Like, you're literally in my face. Like,
I kind of have to agree with the ladies on this one. If you guys don't know this, I used to be a club promoter back in the day. And you would think club promoting is having good relationships with VIP clients, getting to know people, networking. It has nothing to do with that at all. A good club promoter is going to get young women in the club. That's it. Bring attractive women in the club, because when you have attractive women in the club, it don't matter what music you got. If you got liquor, if you got sections, they're going to be sold. And when you have the girls in the club, you get them in the sections. You get them sitting down, you give them a promo bottle, and you get them having fun. That way, when Big Spender walks in the door, there's a section that's ready for him with girls that are already partying, and he can just add on to the party, and it's easy for him to have a good time. So if a bunch of guys came into the club and they wanted to buy a section and they wanted to dance by themselves, I would do my best job to place a bunch of women in the section with them. Because a bunch of dudes in a section by themselves is a bad look for the club. It's bad for PR, it's bad for marketing, and when the photos come out on Facebook or wherever the upload them to, it's gonna look like it's a sausage fest. But at the same time, if the guys are spending money and the guys are getting up there and they want to be by themselves, that's their right.
Interesting.
See, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The older that I get and the more that I go to like any bar or club, I've been noticed that a lot of dudes be wanting to be like women now for some reason. Like, what is going on? You try to see them, not you. Platforms or even like seats in a section are solely for women. Like what happened to all the ladies like in the section, just chilling and vibing and taking shots? Yeah, I just see a bunch of fucking dudes everywhere. Like, what is going on? Bro, did I miss an episode or something? It'd be like 50 dudes to like one bottle. Bring back letting women dance and vibe and be in a section and just look pretty. Like, they be bad. Women literally be like baddies and y'all be all in the way and shit. Like, move around. Actually, gonna start having dudes up there feeding each other shot. Like, go, 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 go. Thank you, bro.
This is the face of a woman who's mad that a man is not making her the center of attention. They're out having a good time, chilling, bobbing on stage, and you just can't stand that you aren't the center of attention. Like, look at your face. Like, look at your face. 29,000 comments. Anytime a man does anything that doesn't put them as the center of attention, it makes them sick to their stomach, as you can tell. So what if man's on the stage? So what if he's bobbing with his bros? So what? So what? Who fucking cares? If you want to go up there so bad, go up there.
Okay, we got yet another girl that is trying to claim that, men are being women, and this one, her example is the men that are on platforms in the club, because that's where a girl's supposed to be. And then she's just recording like these men that are on platforms, and I don't know, like they want to be on the platforms, I guess. Like anytime I see this whole thing about men wanting to be women and it's a club related, like that viral video of that girl being like, yeah, men want to skip the lines now. Men want to know the promoter and not have to pay. All it is that the club environment stopped prioritizing women nearly to the same extent that it used to be. What's most likely happening is women are starting to have, and it's not even close to the same, a little bit closer to what the male experience has been going to club. Like, girls are getting frustrated that they're not being approached, that men are standing on the platforms and having fun, that they get to skip the line too. And then they're framing it like, oh, men want to be women. And it's like, no, not really. Like, I think the women are just being treated more equally, and you're forgetting that that was a privilege. I think it's quite ironic that a lot of women will say things like, oh, men aren't how they used to. And they'll name a time, objectively, that was more patriarchal, more misogynistic than ever has been today. They'll be like, oh, men aren't like they used to. They're not paying for girls' drinks. They're not courting them. And during that same time that they're naming, like, women couldn't have credit cards. What's happening here is men stopped caring so much about what women think, what women do, and overall they just don't really care so much about the validation of women. Hence why they're standing on the platforms. They don't really care what you think of them, and you're sitting there filming them. We have constant videos of women going on rants about why men aren't approaching. They're not real men. They must be gay. Women are getting frustrated that men are starting to decenter them. And then women will sit there talking about how they're decentering men, and their whole account is just about men. So what these two ladies are mistaking for men wanting to be women, because they're on the platforms, is the whole club scene. While it still definitely prioritizes women over men, it is getting a little bit closer to what a man's experience is versus a woman's. You're not getting to skip the line as much. You're not getting free things as much. You're not getting certain spots as much just because of your gender. And I think that's starting to offend a lot of them. And then they start to shame you for saying that you want to be a woman. And it's like, if a woman means getting free stuff, getting to skip the line and all this stuff, yeah, sure, I want to be a woman. So I think the reality is the epidemic of men wanting to be on platforms isn't the thing that's out of control. It's women that think they're entitled to have certain spots because they're women is out of control. But that's just my opinion. But hey, what do you think?
So for one, I don't even really go to clubs or anything like that anymore. I haven't been to clubs and bars in years, bro. Years. That shit looked lame. And that whole event looked lame as hell. Now, on that video went pretty viral. Bunch of women in the comments, oh my God, when we used to go out, like, we didn't have to take no money. Drinks will always be paid for. We'll always leave drunk. One woman was like, the men used to pick us up and put us on the platforms and stuff like that. Now they on the platform. Try to pick a woman up in 2025. You're gonna get hit with some charge immediately. You're gonna get looked at like a weirdo immediately. But what I want to say is women, you have created this, and don't be, oh, it's always the women. It is. You have stated thousands of times. If you get on this internet and you can see, women have stated thousands of times how they hate men, how they don't want men to touch them, talk to them. None of that. You don't want the men to be men. See, the women back then, they wanted the men to be men and do man shit. But the women in 2025 don't want men to be men. They don't want men to do man shit. Right?
Ciao. Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. Do you think that men should be on the platform and there's nothing wrong with that? They are not bothering anybody? Or you think that the club culture for women has died and that is why women are not happy? Or you feel like men just wants to be, they hate women, they want to be like a woman? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. But please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. But like I always say, let's keep it respectful and clean. Okay. So here's my own take. I feel like multiple things can be true at the same time. I'm a millennial myself. I went clubbing my days, like loved it. Like, oh, your girl was boogieing low like that. And I do understand where a lot of the millennial women are coming from, talking about how back in the days, women, we had access to free drinks or free entry, the platform. That's where, and I personally, I see that platform as a place more like a place for women where women can be there and eyes are on them. So nothing shady happens to them. So I feel like that's one of the reasons we were using those platforms. But looking back at now what the club culture is right now in today's days, I haven't been, okay, I think we went to the club recently, beginning of this year, but that's not here or there. But anyway, I wanted to say it's been a long time I went clubbing, which it has been. I feel like the club culture has really changed. Even the way people dress to club, the way people interact in club, it has changed compared to now. And I feel like it's normal for things to evolve and all that. So me seeing men on the platform like that, maybe because I'm a millennial, I'm going to be shocked. I'll be surprised like most millennials are. But at the same time, I don't care. Like, I don't care. And I don't understand that, okay, yes, because I don't understand the other creators saying that these men are not bothering other women. They're just there having fun. Like, go have fun. Just as far you're not bothering the women there, like, what man, go, like, climb, like, go up the ladder if you want to. Like, I personally, I will not care. It will not bother me like it bothers most women now. I would say most younger women, because I don't think most millennials in our 40s were going to the club at this point. Which I honestly, I still want to go to the club this winter. But yeah, I just feel like that's it. And do I think that a lot of men, like, do I think that, oh, it's because the men don't want to be women now? Kind of. I feel like at this place, don't want to claim their power. Like, okay, if women can do it, we can do it too. But also, like the other creator said, even though I don't agree with a lot of the things he said, but saying that back in those days where women were given those preferential treatment, where we can go to a club and don't pay for the entrance, where we don't have to pay for our drink, the way relationship and even the dynamic between a man and woman there, it was very toxic, because a man can abuse you and get away with it. A man can touch you, grab you, and all that. So I just feel like that era, as much as it was a fun era, it was also a very toxic era where a lot of things slide for men to abuse women. And would I want that same era to still be on? No. I like the era where we're in, where women are very vocal, they stand 10 toes, they will not be disrespected, you can abuse them. So if that is going to mean men standing on platform and shaking their ass for us women to like, okay, do it, I don't mind, like, go do you, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, for me, I don't care. Like, do you at this point? Like, do you? But yeah, anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think about this conversation. I really want to know you guys think, because I feel like the entire internet, some people are divided about it, but I don't care about it personally. They want to check, but just as far as women, we can protect ourselves, we can have fun by ourselves, do our things, like, yeah, it's okay. Colors. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Share your thought. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because we have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, so go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.